And now, please put your hands together for the founder and CEO of Roblox, David Baszucki.
Wow, welcome, welcome. This is the first year I can almost not see all the way to the back, so welcome, welcome, welcome. First off, where are we? 65 million DAUs? Like, oh my goodness. We're doing 5 billion hours now, so it's about literally 1,000 times that. And the engagement, of course, on our platform is incredible. I believe we have one of the highest engagements for any social platform. 2.3 hours per day average for every DAU on our platform. We had over 15 million experiences visited in 2022, which is just absolutely incredible. It's a testament to the creators on our platform around the world. The opportunity on our platform is so huge. US and Canada alone, 14 million daily active users. 13 and up is growing 33% year on year on our platform right now. International is growing twice as fast. Let's zoom into our creator ecosystem. And first, really exciting that we're going to share the stat that the average bookings of our top 10 creators in the last 6 months through 2022, I believe it was through June, was $27 million, which is really amazing for the platform. Our top 100 developers are making nearly $1 million a year, and that's grown 2.2x. And if we go all the way down to developer number 1,000 right now, we talked about it 2 or 3 years ago. We would like to get developer number 1,000 to north of $30,000 a year. They're at $60,000 a year, and that's 4x since 2020. And it creates an amazing opportunity on our platform. But this is just the start, and I want to share a very Roblox way of thinking about this, which is more and more things that have traditionally been us doing it. We really want our creator community to do that. And what you're going to see over the next 6 to 12 months is first getting into anyone can create. So UGC system is going to open to every single person on the platform. And it's going to open to everything. Avatars, heads, face, all of that. On not just avatars, but on cars, on trucks, on trees, on all of really every asset. This is a vision since the start of Roblox, and that is really everyone should be a creator. We talked about it last year. We used Project Runway as an example. We're getting close to that. If you're making a fashion game, the clothing that your users will be able to create in experience will become persistent. And when we talk about supporting creation everywhere, we're talking about your experiences can allow users to edit 3D meshes, edit textures, save those persistently, and save those safely. So hang on for that. Finally, on our avatar system, arguably a little overdue because we've prioritized other things. You're going to see more and more super high quality movement system stuff. More and more starting to be driven by AI, really, and starting to jump into real world actions like picking things up. And then finally, the vision is ultimately, if you want photorealistic avatars, we want to support that. This is me, this is your experience. I'm in your experience, let's get started. I'm gonna build an avatar in your experience. But the first thing I'm gonna do is, you're gonna have access to images on the phone. So I'm gonna upload a selfie, all right? I uploaded my selfie. I'm gonna say, I'd like to be an astronaut. Text prompt, driven by ML, driven maybe by style clues of your experience. So they have, okay? Woo, okay. So this, let's put a helmet on as well. This is going to be your style, okay? If you have a style, this is going to be an astronaut in the style of your experience, not generic. Now, of course, I'm at RDC, so I want to look cooler, so I want to be like a biker instead, so let's put that in. I'll turn into a biker really quickly. And now, finally, maybe because we're in the virtual world, I want to look a little more buff and a little more cartoony, so let's buff me up automatically and make me more cartoony. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, good. Okay, cool. And then finally, you've seen a path for really AI-driven avatar creation. Traditional avatar creation is sliders, knobs, buttons, modifiers. Of course, we will support that as well. So let's do some traditional modification, manipulate the cage, and let's save my avatar. So cha-ching, we're done, and that's my new avatar. So you're going to see all of this rolling out. We're deeply hard at work on this. Like I said, lots of work going on. Finally, we're going to have crouch. Finally, we're going to have better swimming. Finally, we're going to start really dialing in with ML-driven motion as well as keyframe motion on the platform as well. And also on top of all this, we're starting to dive into more generic verbs, picking stuff up, how to open doors, and making that cross Roblox. It's impossible to remember all of our usernames. We need to use real names. And we're going to be rolling out support of real names on Roblox, free from the contact importer, or you'll be able to modify this. This will initially be 17 up, over time 13 and up. We're going to do this very, very carefully. The other thing we're going to do is make it really easy to share image and video, not just with your OS level screen capture, not just with Roblox level screen capture, but with your triggered API calls to, in an opt-in case, do a screen capture or a video. And then these captures, of course, are going to be shareable. And also, of course, users are going to have a collection of these snapshots. And we're really going to show you a platform that is going to show off a collection of API calls that will be open sourced for you to use as well. And we're going to make this platform open source. So I want to invite Garima Sinha on stage with me, and we're going to give you a little demo of something we call Roblox Connect.
Dave, I'm about to give you a call on your Android phone, and it's actually going to work similarly on any platform, like iOS or desktop. You can just call your friends.
So confirming, I just got an operating system level call, correct? iOS, Android, any device. How are you? Woo! All right.
Good. How are you?
It's good to see you. Like, it's a real pleasure.
Good to see you. This is so exciting.
Okay, I'm going to drag around the new selfie view, which is awesome. Looks great. Hey, how is this?
Oops.
I might have hung up when you called me. Sorry
I'm going to give you another call because calls
I think
do
when
disconnect.
I dragged selfie view, I hung up. So call me back. So I want to show, I'm going to set that. So operating system level access to phone call.
Yes.
So how are we doing this stuff, Garima?
We have this amazing way we've integrated gyro mode, so you can really move your camera around, and it still renders your surroundings the same way.
Okay, does everyone get access to the camera gyro? Okay, awesome. Cool.
Oh, and one other fun thing that I think a lot of people in audience care about is these mic and camera controls on top of your head.
Yep.
They're going to go away and become a really amazing streamlined experience control menu that actually you all can try in Studio Beta today if you want to. And so on this, there's actually 3 communication modes. There is picture-in-picture, which you see us using right now. There's free play, and there's cinematic.
Awesome.
And if I switch to cinematic,
okay, I'm coming with you. Awesome.
You see that we feel we are together. Okay, there's one other fun thing I wanted to share here, which is we have multiple locations. So people can actually choose to be in different spaces. We have a few here. I'm going to take us to a dock.
Awesome. I will follow you. I'll just say, okay, cool. Okay, so highlighting. open source, camera gyro exposed, calling on every device, PC, Mac as well?
Mac, iOS,
So
yeah, iOS,
abstracted
Android.
calling. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And when
Awesome.
is this going to be available, Garima?
It's going to be out in a few months, hopefully November. It's going to be fully open sourced when we launch it, so you all can start integrating. You can integrate with your current experiences, or you can integrate into new communication forward experiences. It's really up to you how you want to use it.
Now, next slide I want to talk about is platform expansion. Happy to share that, of course, we've announced MetaQuest. And just a quick update on that. In the first 5 days of MetaQuest, 1 million installs. So MetaQuest production launching to everyone this month, which we're really psyched about. One other thing that we'd like to share with you that we've kind of been working on in the background. Roblox available on PlayStation next month.
Hey, yeah, I'm over here. So I've been exploring the Peer, and I have to say, the performance on this device is absolutely amazing. As you can see, there's a lot of fidelity in the graphics. If you see the lighting in the environment, it's absolutely stunning. It really does bring your creations to life. What do you think, Dave?
I'm going to look up from my mobile screen at your place. Oh my gosh. So that looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to hop out with Ty, and we're going to come find you. For those of you that want to grab me off stage, I can give you a little hints. There's obviously 1 or 2 other platforms, so stay tuned.
I'm very excited about the next dashboard that we're going to put in your hands. It's called the Insights Dashboard. And this is a new dashboard that is going to be releasing this month, where you're going to be able to see very important stats, real-time information about how your experience is performing relative to the peer set, whether your engagement is good relative to experiences that look like yours, whether you're monetizing as well. And then it's going to point you to places where you can get information on how to improve your experience to achieve those goals. And later this year, in Q4, we're going to be releasing the Avatar Marketplace Analytics. This is going to help all the content creators to understand their sales and revenue on the creator marketplace, on the Avatar Marketplace, and help you make decisions about what you create and about what you sell. Early in 2024, we're going to be releasing personalized notifications. This is going to be an API that is going to help you send relevant, timely, and personalized alerts based on social activity, based on events, and hopefully that will help you bring your users back into your experience. And we're developing more and more tools to help you increase your engagement. We have a lot of interesting and exciting work going on in 2023 for the economy, and I'm sure you're going to make great use of it. Now, Dave mentioned this, and I'm incredibly excited about this one. There was one more step in our creative vision that we needed to deliver on, and that is to make it possible for anyone to create and sell on the marketplace and on Roblox. This is a monumental step, but it's one that we don't take lightly. We started talking to the community, and we heard your feedback. And we know that as we invite everyone to create on the platform, we want to build a system with accountability to drive safety and civility. We also want to create a very scalable marketplace, supporting high quality, supporting healthy prices. And lastly, we want to make sure that the marketplace as a whole becomes very healthy, helping you support and manage your IP as you create this content. I'm incredibly excited about releasing and starting to roll this out in the coming month. This is going to open up opportunity on the platform for anyone. And as we continue to improve our creation tools, I can imagine a world where everybody, every single person, all of those daily active users also become creators on the platform. And that's going to be huge. Later this year, you're all going to have the ability to sell recurring subscriptions within your experiences. With these subscriptions, you're going to be in control. You're going to be able to decide what do you want to offer inside of that subscriptions, what benefits. You're going to be able to select price points, and you're going to be able to promote these subscriptions to all of your users. I'm expecting your most engaged and loyal fans will want to become subscribers, and they're going to generate a monthly revenue and a monthly predictable revenue for all of you. So this is going to be huge. You're going to have it in your hands later this year, and I can wait to see what you create. Today, we have a huge announcement for them. By the first half of next year, we will be passing 100% of net proceeds, that's minus taxes and fees, on the Creator Marketplace to those who are created assets and tools for all of you to use. This is the highest revenue share in the market today, and something we're very, very eager to invest in. We are very confident that by doing this, we're going to have an amazing flywheel where people are going to be using these assets and tools, creating better experiences that attract more users to the platform. And I can't wait to release the program early next year. We're going to share more details as the day approaches.
Hidden in that very quick video was the fact that you have to worry about skinning, and you have to worry about caging, and you have to worry about segmentation, a bunch of other things that have nothing to do with the actual image you're creating or the avatar you're creating, but how they work on Roblox. And so I'm really excited to announce that over the course of the next year, we're going to be deploying ML tools that take care of all of that for you. You're not going to have to worry about how you make a whole face be rigged or how a body moves. That's all going to be done by the ML under the covers, making this process so much faster. I'd be remiss, though, if I forgot about accessories. Each different avatar looks slightly different. You want to get those accessories to look perfectly awesome with your avatar. So we're building an API. This API will allow you to move, scale, and rotate avatars, or accessories on your avatar. Starting with that so you can bring this directly in your experiences. And of course, we're going to eventually load this into Avatar Editor as well. We want to take this to the next level, though. So this is something that's coming this year, where we're going beyond the head, and we're starting to talk about the entire upper body. So now think of the expressiveness you'll get off a camera with this. You can see here, it captures arm movement, shoulder movement, how you turn your body as well as your head. Of course, totally controllable by users. They can turn this off if they want it, independent of facial expression. They get all the control. But I'm really excited to pair this with, for example, Roblox Connect and the expressiveness you'd see when you do that. But we're not stopping with just global wind and lift and drag. Over the course of the next year, we're going to take those same concepts and bring them to other fluids in the universe, notably water, hydrodynamics. And then going beyond the global wind concept, we're going to have prescribed wind, like a wind tunnel in some part of your experience, or let's say a windy cavern in a Western type experience. So you can control wind in different parts of your universe. And of course, with that, then, the behavior and how aerodynamics interact. So really excited to get all of this into your hands over the course of the next year. You saw global wind and how leaves blow in the wind. Wouldn't it also be cool to have grass blowing in the wind too, right? So our engineers have been working on it, and even though some say watching grass grow can be incredibly boring, I've been eager to inspect their progress really closely. Yeah. And by the way, in case you can't figure out from the video, this is right. We are going to be enabling you to control the height and density of grass in your experience. Now, more seriously, this is what it's going to look like. And this is going to be available in the next month or so. You can see the grass blowing in the wind. You can see size changing. This is initially going to be a non-scriptable property in Roblox Studio. And over time, I'll open it up as an open API that you can control. Launching a new audio API soon. And this is going to take a concept of having emitters and listeners and be able to wire together and do all sorts of cool things. I'll give you a quick, take a listen here. More to hear than to see. It's fully spatial, so as you move around in your world, it's integrated with spatial voice. You can see that microphone picks up from the other speaker. You can start thinking of doing things like bugs in a spy experience, walkie-talkies, all sorts of things are possible. And you'll have a full suite of effects that you can put on any of the sound, like a guitar pedal or a DSP effect. There'll also be customizable sound flows, so for places where you don't want spatial and you want just direct connections for non-spatial communication, you'll be able to do that too. We're not going to stop with audio, though. We're also been working on video. So I'm excited to say, coming soon, we will have short-form video available on the platform for all creators who are 13 and over and ID verified. 30-second videos, up to 3 uploads a month. Of course, we have a rigorous safety and vetting process behind all of this. And as we all get more comfortable with this on the platform, we'll open it up and be able to have less restrictions. But we have a few cool ideas of things you can do. You can do things like tutorials with this. You can do cutscenes. Had to let that play, right? Even just background detail. In fact, the Roblox Career Center, which is something we built to do recruiting at Roblox, uses these videos extensively. So this is all going to be coming to you. We're really excited about it, and I expect you'll find all sorts of amazing ways to use video on the platform. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about lighting. We've been on a lighting journey for a few years, and we've continued to make some incredible progress. Really just incredible, and it's in the past been available on Mac and PC and consoles and then iPhone. I'm really excited we're going to be bringing this to high-end Android devices as well. And what's going to be coming soon is a new lighting model for low-end and modest-end devices that looks much more like this. You get much more of the shadows. You don't quite get everything you get in the high-end lighting, but that's what we're driving for. But I, therefore, want to get into one of the biggest things we've been doing that we think really enables devices everywhere and performance, which is streaming. So we've worked really hard on streaming, and we made some big improvements this year. Just to give you a quick example of this experience loading, loads in 4 seconds with streaming versus over 30 without it. Big difference. In general, we've made so many improvements this year on streaming. We feel it can be deployed much more widely. All the templates have it on by default for new experiences, though you can, of course, turn it off. We've seen results like 25 to 30% average reduction in out-of-memory crashes on devices, 25 to 30% average reduction in join times across devices. So it really makes a difference for users, particularly if they don't have a great network connection or if they're on a lower-end device. Now, that brings me in general to the concept of scale. And scale is something we're always working on. Hopefully, you don't see any of it. You shouldn't have to worry about it, but I wanted to give you an update on where we're at. 2 years ago, we were at like 37,000 servers. We've grown that now to 135,000 servers in our Roblox cloud, supporting your experiences and all the users who come to them. But another big thing we've been focused on is reliability. No one's more bummed than we are when Roblox is down. We hear frustration from you guys as well. And we made some really big improvements over the past year. So just comparing the first 6 months of 2022 to the first 6 months of 2023, we used to be at 98.9% available. This year, it was 99.6% available. That's a 65% reduction in downtime, which is, just to put that in terms where you can understand better, about 125 million engagement hours each month that we're not losing. So I'm going to take you through some of that. But first, since we were just talking about reliability, I have to say it's not too often when a team comes to me and say, hey, we've broken everything, I actually smile. But that's what we did this year with what we did with exploits. We broke all the exploits on Windows with the rollout of our new Hyperion technology. Like I said, it broke all the existing exploits. It dramatically reduced the amount of cheating we had reported. It basically made chatbots on Windows extinct. Really big impact here, but we know that's not enough. However, we got some great quotes around this from our community of exploiters, right? Things like, I'll just read some of these to you. A sad year for exploiters. Or my favorite here was, it's already been multiple hours without me exploiting. I just can't go outside and touch grass. I've come too far. I can't go back now, right? They sound pretty bummed out. I can't really feel too bad for them. We're not stopping there, though. Of course, exploiters are going to move to other platforms. Over the next few months, we're going to roll out Hyperion on the Microsoft Store app. And we're starting to take on Android as the next big platform for this, starting to move those capabilities over, detecting modified binaries, obscuring security code within the app. We think we have a good beat on this. My commitment to you is we're not going to stop until you're not thinking about exploiters at all. You're just thinking about how to build the next killer competitive game on the platform. We're going beyond that, though, to building a banning API that will be rolling out later this year. A lot of you have told me how much work you have to build from scratch to build your own banding systems in your experiences. So we're going to give you an API that makes that straightforward to do. But again, right? It gets better, though. It gets better because, first of all, we can then take those signals. We see the same user is being banned in a bunch of experiences. That gives us a lot of useful information. And then, even better, is as we expand this API, we'll be able to integrate our own alt account detection into this API. So if you ban someone once, when they come back, or better put, they're not coming back. And then we're starting to do things. Now that we have age guidelines on the experience, we understand different experiences may want to dial in how they treat age somewhat differently. So if you think about a 17+ experience, you may want to really relax the text filter from the default in a 17+ experience. You know everyone in there is 17 or older. So we're going to give you APIs to be able to do that as well. And this is the first of, I think, many, as we give you a lot more customization over the safety and the nature of your own experiences. Now, we're talking about text, but one of our biggest launches this year was around voice. Voice poses some really, let's say, interesting moderation challenges. I'm going to give you a quick demo. Now, just so you know, I know you're all really sensitive. So we really kind of tuned up the gain on the filtering here. The beeping you hear also wouldn't occur in a real experience. It's there to protect your ears. But it gives you an idea of what this is all about and how we're doing voice moderation.
Oh, shit. Where did our friends go?
Yeah, so the first experimental rollout of this technology is going to be in English. And what we're going to do is when we detect inappropriate behavior, and it's not just swearing, we look for swearing, we look for dating, we look for our usual categories of policy misalignment, we're going to pop up this reminder or nudge to users and remind them that they can't talk like this on the platform. And now, the last thing I want to talk about, a lot of this was enabled, the voice moderation, through advances in artificial intelligence. And we've been focused on that in particular around generative AIs. This is just the start of where we're going with generative AI. And the last thing I want to touch on is something we're calling Roblox Assistant. Now, Nick and Tien are going to be up here later, and I don't want to steal all their thunder, but I wanted to give you a taste for what it looks like when you add a conversational AI to Roblox Studio. Take a look at this.
Hi there, what can I help you build?
I want to make a game set in ancient ruins.
Great idea. I got started by scattering some assets to create ruins. Here's what I used: ruin columns, rubble, rock wall, ancient statue.
Make the player spawn by a campsite in the ruins.
I inserted a campfire from Marketplace and moved the spawn next to the fire.
Add some trees for the player to chop down.
I have placed copies of a tree around the ruins and varied their position and rotation.
Can you use a variety of tree models? I'd like to have a more northern feel.
Sure. I've swapped a few of the trees with other assets closer to your description. Tall evergreen tree, birch tree.
So that's just one example, and we've been working on improving moderation across the board. Our goal is to have 100% accurate moderation for you, and we're on a journey to make it happen. This starts with amazing machine learning automation, so you can get instantaneous and accurate answers on moderation. In the rare cases it goes to a human moderator, we're improving things there too, with improved training for our moderators, dual reviews before anything results in a consequence. In the rare cases where something does lead to a consequence, we're improving our appeals process, so it's clearer to you why something has been rejected and how you can appeal that decision.
So we've been pushing these efforts on your behalf and have seen material drops at the rate at which creations see consequences and the severity of those consequences.
All right, changing gears. Do you all have any idea what the heck these icons on the screen mean? It means we're going to support experience ownership transfer. One of the amazing things about Roblox is you never know when an experience you're just tinkering on and doing in your spare time is going to take off, and you're going to need a whole group of people working on it. And we also know we've never really provided you a way to transfer that experience to a group. We're in early testing with a manual process for this. It's surprisingly complicated, and I won't get into it, but we hope in 2024 you can self-serve transfer experiences from user accounts to groups.
So we're also working to make it easier for you to collaborate in real time. So here you can see what your team is. We hope towards early 2024, you'll be able to see more of what your team is doing in both 3D and in script. So what you're seeing in this animation is someone flying to a user, another team member, whether they're in 3D or in script land. And with the new activity history feature coming soon, you'll have better situational awareness about what your team is doing or has recently done.
We're thrilled to announce that you will soon be able to edit and update your Roblox files in your favorite code editor and integrate with your version control system. Here, you can see how you can move back and forth between scripting within Visual Studio.code and Studio. This is possible because OpenCloud will be giving you the ability to update scripts. And this is not the end state. We expect OpenCloud will be able to update any aspect of your experience. But now let's shift to what these models will actually get you. And let's talk about learning. Whether you're brand new to Roblox or a seasoned veteran, our vision is that Assistant will help you get to your answers faster. Here we see an example of a creator looking to improve the retention on their experience. They ask the assistant, and they get back a detailed list of things to consider and maybe steps to take to improve retention. These results are tailored to that user based upon what they've asked for and based upon the situation they're in.
You all liked Material Generator. Just wait till you see what we've got next. We have, coming soon, retexturing of 3D objects from a text prompt. So here you see an untextured bear, and the creator asks it to make it look a little more realistic. Boom.
OK, so it's been an amazing morning, but we have one last thing we've got to do here. And it seems like 20 years ago, but it was only 5 years ago where we came up with the idea of we're going to make 5-year predictions, and we were going to make them so ridiculously ambitious that each one of them at the time seemed impossible. 5 years is up, so let's do a quick scorecard of those 5-year predictions. 58%, okay, which I'm pretty proud of. And it includes a 100-person company on Roblox. I heard last night there is a 200-person company on Roblox. So yeehaw, woo! It seemed ridiculous to imagine a developer making $50 million a year. We shared some of that. That has happened. And many more things. So 58% actually feels just about right. It's aggressive. We hit about 6 out of 10. And it's a very special RDC because it's time for new predictions, OK? Woo! These predictions are all supported by you. You have been powering these predictions, and the creative community on Roblox has been the engine that's driven these. So knowing now the power of our creative community, we can supercharge our next 5-year predictions. Okay, here they are. Do any of you remember Dave Letterman? Okay, number 10. A Fortune 500 company will use a Roblox experience as part of their recruiting process, okay? This is mind-blowing because it goes to the notion that Roblox is a utility platform. We're introducing OAuth. We're introducing ways for companies to log in. We're introducing ways for educational institutions to log in. So this really stretches the platform nature that one product can do this. Next up. A school will integrate a full K-12 curriculum with Roblox, including language classes and virtual field trips, and we'll see this in 5 years. We have already seen start of the K-12 curriculum start to roll out. The better we get at voice, the better we get at automatic language processing. That view that a school in the United States might have a partner school in Argentina, and they can go hang out there using voice translation, we're pretty sure this is going to happen. Number 8. Now, there's a lot of caveats here, so let's not go crazy, okay? So notice double caveat. 17 plus verified with photo ID, in 17 plus experience, but we do believe there's enormous population where traditional ways of meeting are scary, awkward, and ultimately we think 3D simulated meeting, I'm not going to use the D word, but subsequently real-life relationships is going to happen, okay? And we're going to build a platform to support that. Number 7, in 5 years, inside Roblox, we will spend more time doing meetings in Roblox than with video on Mondays and Fridays when we're not in the office. We're already prototyping this. I already do some of my meetings with Roblox, avatar animation, and video. By that time, of course, we'll have interactive whiteboards. By that time, of course, we will have screen sharing. And by that time, meetings of 5 or 6 people are going to seem infinitely more connected than 5 panels on my screen. Body language, audio, eye tracking, what everyone's doing. Number 6, we'll share a universal civility metric, kind of like Gallup or something like this, and we're going to see that with the gentle nudges we do on our platform, rather than a dystopian fall-off, in general, the people on our platform show increased civility. And I think this is going to be huge for our platform. It's going to power us in many, many ways. To be a billion daily active user platform, this will be the foundation that we rest on. Number 5, a hint to the future. In addition to all of the amazing economic things and stuff we've shared with you, in 5 years, some of the creators on platform will make more money with physical good merchandise than virtual good merchandise sold through your experience. And when we think about it, it's absolutely obvious, right? We can think of many experiences, many vendors where a 3D immersive physical shopping experience just makes sense. It's kind of like, of course it has to happen. Okay, so leading up to number 4, there's 4, I have a family, there's 4 Bazooki siblings. They're so burned out on Roblox, right? They've been watching this for 20 years. They're very cynical. But in 5 years, through the quality of things like the communication apps you build and Roblox Connect and Voice, I'm going to predict organically our family is using Roblox as a frequent communication channel. And this is going to be very difficult, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. Okay, number 3, this one seems almost too easy based on what I've seen in the last week. And this is the notion that we're going to see a top fashion designer emerge digital first and then physical. We're going to see an amazingly creative, famous worldwide fashion designer, got their start on a platform, Roblox, amazing creativity, and then the physical world mirrors that. Okay, and then we're going to hold on number 1 because I'm going to build on that one. But first off, you already saw it today. You saw not just face tracking, but body tracking. Of course, we love recorded concerts. Of course, we love mocap suits. But we really love is the spontaneity of putting your phone on a music stand, performing live to millions of people. And our prediction is that in 5 years, we'll see a live performance with 1 million people with really camera-tracked animation in real life. Okay, and then finally, based on what we've seen, and this is a little bit of an aggressive one, but I do see all the signs that this is going to happen as we have this confluence of connection, economy, amazing creators all coming together with brands. Our prediction is in 5 years, we'll see a Roblox creator valued at $1 billion, okay? So that is my top prediction. It's crazy. It's going to happen. So thank you all. Awesome. Now, the difficult thing about doing this live with all of you, these are etched in stone. So we are fully committed. These can never change. We will be here over the next 4 years, and we will see you in 2028 for the review of this. I'm shooting for 60 to 70% here.